Okay. I think we should start. It's already 9:05 now. Do you guys have any question from the last session? Anything specific?
हेलो सर।
Yep.
सर एक क्विक रिवीजन करवाना जो बाहर डुप्लीकेटेड था उसका कर दीजिए।
There is a background from your side. Can you come again? There was a background noise from your side.
ओके नाउ क्लियर सर।
Still, there's background noise from your side.
यस
Or you can write in the chat like whatever you're trying to. Hopefully my screen is also shared. And you guys are able to see the white board on the screen. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Vipin, you said something. I was not able to hear you clearly. Guys, am I audible clearly? A revision of previous class, a revision would take too much time. I mean, we can't do that. So, have you not gone through the video of the last session?
सर ओनली वन क्वेश्चन दैट आर डुप्लीकेटेड में देयर आर
Okay. So, what we discussed yesterday is, let's say we are given an array, something like this, say this. So yesterday we were using 2-pointer approach here, saying that hey, one of the pointer will stay here, another pointer will stay here, and whenever we find the pair, which is let's say 1 plus 7 is equivalent to 8, which is equivalent to target. Okay. Now initially when there was no duplicate, what we were doing left plus plus, just right here. This one to this place and this one to this place. But if there are duplicates, what we are going to do is we will be counting all the duplicates value. Here, the current value is what? 1. So let's see how many ones are there after that. 1 and 2. So the total count of 1 is 2. Similarly, for 7, we will count how many duplicates are there for this value, which is 1 plus 1, which is again 2. So 2 into 2 will be equivalent to 4. So that's how we will say that, hey, we have found 4 pairs, and you can simply print it out. Is it clear?
यस सर।
Okay. So should we move on?
यस सर।
Okay. Okay. Now my question is going to be for you guys. Consider that we are given this array, which is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and 7. And the target is, let's say, 8. Okay. Yesterday, what we were doing is we were logging the pairs value, saying that hey, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, whatever you say. But now we want to log the indexes of those pairs. Yesterday, the output was 1, 7, 1, 7, 2, 6, 2, 6, 3, I think, yeah, that's it. Sorry, 5, 3, 5. Now, these are the values here. These are the values. But the indexes are Okay, let me write the index here itself. Indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So now the new output should be new output should be what? 0, 8, 0, sorry, it should be 1, 8 now. Yep, 1, 8. It should be then 2, 7, 2, 6, and keep going on. Basically, this output is giving us the value, and this is giving us the index. Now, what is going to change in our approach now? Since instead of providing the values as output, we need to provide the indexes. Is there anything going to be changed in the strategy of finding out the solution? This is just a continuation of the yesterday's class. Anyone? No? Okay. So nothing is going to get changed here. Nothing is going to get changed. Instead of printing the value, we will be printing the I, j value. So if you remember, we created two pointers yesterday. One was left and other one was right. Okay. Yesterday, what we were doing is initially we were printing this. Left and then array right. Now, instead of printing this, we are going to just directly print this. That's it, nothing else. Does this make sense? Yes, no. Okay, okay, okay. Then it's fine. But there is a problem. If you remember, yesterday what we were doing is if there is any duplicate, we were counting we were counting those value and then just directly printing those things. So how we are going to print the indexes for them now? So if you remember, let's say what we were doing is, let's say these are the things and these are the things. We were saying, hey, this is 2, this is 2. So 2 to join 2, 4. So we will print the pair 1, 6 4 times. But here we need to provide the index. So how we are going to do it now? I mean, like, what should we do now to get this answer? Anyone? I'm waiting for yes and no. Can you please repeat what you are asking? Okay. So what I'm saying is that yesterday we were printing the values of the pair, which is 1, 7, which is this one. So if you come here, this one, 1, 7, 1, 7, 2, 6. But now we are printing the indexes of the 2 point of the pair of the sum, which is equivalent to the given target, which is going to be 1, 0,8, 1,8, 2,7, 2,6 and all that thing. Okay. So I was saying that, hey, do what code change we will have to make it work. So yesterday we were just printing the values at this and this, and now we can simply print this L and R just as an index pointer. But the issue is, if you remember, yesterday we were counting the duplicate value, which was 1,1 and 6,6, and we were saying, hey, total count of 1 is 2, total count of 6 is 2, which is 2 into 2 is 4. So we will just print 1,6 4 times. But here we need to print their indexes of the pair. So how we are going to do this now? This is the question. Is it clear, Sandeep? Don't know. Maybe somehow we will store the start and end. Correct, correct, correct. So as Sandeep mentioned, what if we store the starting index of this one and ending index of this one, which is what? 0 to 1. So basically starting, left start and left end. Okay. For similarly for this, it is going to be right start, which is going to be 6, and right end, which is going to be what? Again 7. Now after this, what? Still we have only got that, hey, the indexes are from 1 point to another, but how we are going to print the array? Sorry, how we are going to print the indexes? Yes, we have got that the indexes of 1 start from 0 to 1. Basically duplicates are from first 0 index to 1 index, and another duplicates are from index 6 to index 7. But how we are going to print the array now? That question is still there. Can anyone tell me how we are going to print that? No, you are just saying how we are going to write the code for this. The pair is fine, but how the code will work? Okay. What if I say that you will do something like this? Run a loop from 0, 1 and then a nested loop from 6, 7. So the pair would be 0, 6, then it can be 0, 7, then it can be 1, 6, then it can be 1, 7. Let me show you how to do it in the code. Okay. So let's say we have counted the left start, which was what? 0 in the case, and we now have the left end, which was 1. Correct. Okay. Now we have got the right start, which was 6, and we had the right end, which is 7. Now what I am going to do is I am going to write this loop. That, hey, first loop will start from the left start and should end at left end, because from left start to left end there are indexes which contains the same value. Okay, that is the first loop. After that, it is going to be right start and then right end, and simply print this cout, which is going to be what? I, then j. Yeah. Does this code make sense to you guys?
Yes, sir.
For everyone, whosoever is in the session? No, sir. Okay. Aryan, which line is not clear? Also, if it will be better if you unmute yourself and speak up, because I can't just always come to chat and wait. Which line is not clear? If you can specify. Hey Aryan, are you there? Background, is there any background noise from my side? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, I thought that, okay. Okay, so I will just re-explain in that case. As we've discussed that we will store the, let's say, this was the array. Okay, 7, 7, something like this, just for the reference. Since 1 and 1 are duplicate and 7 are duplicate, we will store the first index of this one and the ending index of this one. We are storing it here. Then for the right pointer, we will store the starting point of this 7 and the ending point of this 7, which is here. Now we are going to start the loop from this left start to left end, which is this loop. And inside that, we will write this loop. This is what it is doing, that, hey, with 0, make a pair with 6, then 7, and then whatever goes up, basically. Make a pair with from 0 with right start to right end. And right start to right end is what? 6 and 7 only. So the pair will be 6, sorry, 0, 6, and then 0, 7. Next. Now we will change the value of left again. The next value of the 0 is what? 1. Now make a pair, make all the pairs with 1 and all the values from 6 to 7 again. So it is 1, 6 and 1, 7. Does this make sense? Got it, sir. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Then we will move on to the next part of this question. Okay. Now you have seen one thing here. Okay, I'm not sure where it went. Let me find it out. Yeah, it is here. So if you see here, we can see if we just go based on the value pairs, there are multiple repetitive pairs. Although we have found out multiple pairs and all those things, but some pairs are repetitive. For example, in this case, we found out these pairs. These are the pair value, by the way. Okay. So pair are 1, 7, then another 1, 7, then another 2, 6, 2, 6. So you see, you are able to see that, hey, 1, 7 and 1, 7 is repetitive. 2, 6 and 2, 6 is repetitive. Now the new question is, find out the pairs which are not repetitive at all. We need distinct pairs. That's it. We don't want any repetitive pairs at all. So the output should be 1, 7, 2, 6, and 3, 5. This is a newer version of this question. So how we can do that?
I think जब हम तो काउंटर प्रिंट कर रहे हैं तो अगर काउंटिंग जो 0 से अधिक हो तो हम उसे प्रिंट नहीं करेंगे, ये कर सकते हैं.
So sorry, wait, अगर काउंटिंग 0 से ज्यादा होगी तो हम
नहीं, जो हम काउंटर वेरिएबल ले रहे थे, काउंटर इक्वल टू 0 कर रहे थे और फिर काउंट कर रहे थे डुप्लीकेट्स को, अगर वो 0 से अधिक हो जाए तो हम प्रिंट उसे ना करें.
अच्छा, आप बोल रहे हो कि अगर काउंटर 0 से ज्यादा है तो मतलब 1 से ज्यादा है तो हम उससे आगे बढ़ेंगे नहीं, तो प्रिंट ही नहीं करेंगे, ही नहीं करेंगे.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else?
Maybe like we can just skip the index. Like instead of counting, we can just increment the pointer, whether it's I or
Yeah. He also meant the same thing. Correct. Exactly. So we can skip the indexes and we will not print it and we will not consider them like the way we were doing it initially. So if you remember the first version of this question, what we were doing, once we found out the pair, what we were doing, we were just moving on the indexes. So here, what we are going to do is, instead of counting, just skip the indexes. That's it. Do nothing else. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Also, I provided a list of the questions which you guys required to do. Yeah, Sandeep, that we can do that also, but again, we are using extra memory. So, I mean, if we can just avoid it directly, why not to do that? Since the array is sorted. So, yeah. I provided a list of the question yesterday. Have anyone tried to do any questions from them? Sort three of them. Okay. You meant the first three or like, I mean,
Yeah,
some.
or the variations of two sum, three sum and four sum basically.
Okay. 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 What about others? You are allowed to say no. I mean, but just you need to say it. Just having a silence will not work. Only done first question. What about others? Aryan and Siddharth. Only one question. Okay. See, I am guys. I want to tell you one thing very straightforward that this DSL go needs very extensive practice. You will have to practice question daily, and one question per day is not going to be enough. At least in the starting, because right now you need to put like a really good amount of focus to learn, because there is going to be very a kind of very great amount of learning in this entire DSL thing, from basic to advanced. So because first I am considering whosoever is have done the first question was the same question which we have discussed in the class, which was the first question, which is the two something. So we already discussed it in the class. We can't discuss every question which I'm going to provide you in the class until and unless you are trying it and then asking me some questions related to that. So at least on Saturday, Sunday, you should target to do at least 4 or 5 questions. On weekdays, maybe you can say 2 or 3 questions per day, but at least on weekdays, on weekends, you should try to do 4 or 5 questions, at least in the starting. Okay. So any one of you have faced any problem in any of the question, whatever you have tried to do, even if it is a one question? Do you have any problem or any issue with them?
Yeah, like so when I tried rainwater, the fourth one, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that like basically I end up using extra storage to store maximum on both the sides. कि लेफ्ट
Okay.
मैक्सिमम ले लेते हैं और राइट पे मैक्सिमम ले लेते हैं बट टू पॉइंटर से उसकी अप्रोच दिमाग में नहीं आ रही मतलब कैसे हम लेफ्ट और राइट एक साथ एक ही पॉइंट पे एज्यूम कर सकते हैं मतलब या तो स्पेस यूज करके निकाल सकते हैं कि डायरेक्टली लेफ्ट को स्टोर कर लिया पहले कि लेफ्ट
See,
के
when we say two-pointer approach, that does not mean you can't use the extra space. There will be some questions where you will end up using the combinations of multiple approaches. Okay. So this is not the time where you need to worry about that, hey, I'm using extra space, I'm using that or what. Your first target should be to solve the problem and pass all the test cases. If you are able to do that, the next step should be to optimize that thing. Don't think everything in advance, because this is just a starting phase. Otherwise, what will happen? You will never be able to write the code, because there is always something optimization which you can do. And at this point of stage, you all guys need to write much and more code. Otherwise, it does not matter. Even if you know the approach, you are going to face heavy amount of issues while you are going to write the code, because knowing the approach and writing the code, it's like the difference is very huge, and you will get to know when you start.
so like
Okay.
all that using the basic approach yeah so but wasn't able to solve in that way.
So you have solved this question with.
Using this yeah like first we stored all the left maximums then right maximums then for each index we are just checking कि लेफ्ट में उसका मैक्स क्या है राइट में मैक्स क्या है और बार से माइनस करके जितना भी वाटर ट्रैप है वो स्टोर करें
Got it. This is also fine. Regarding the two-pointer approach, we'll discuss when everyone do this question, when everyone try to do this question. Also, one more thing which I will tell you guys. Let's say you are doing any question, you are trying to do any question. If you are not able to solve it, try to read the editorials or try to read someone else's solution. Even if you are able to do it with your own approach, I would suggest you to read out this solution things. Let's say you are good with C++ or whatever language you are using. Try to read out other solution. For example, this guy has given a two-pointer approach. So try to read out the
Yeah,
approaches from
exactly.
here. This will help.
Yeah, I was reading
Mhm.
this approach only,
Go
like,
ahead.
so yeah, I wasn't able to get it completely, like how he's able to pre-estimate the right max.
So he's able to estimate the right max because he is using two pointers here. Okay, wait. Let's come back to the. I will just like cut it too short and then we will move on. So let's say yeah, this is the array. One, two, three, four, five. He's running one pointer from here and he's running another pointer from here. While he is running this pointer from this point to this direction, he is always storing the maximum value. This way, he always know what is the right max from this index to this index. I'm not saying he knows right max from everywhere.
uh, right, बट ऐसा हो सकता है ना कि बीच में मेरे पास एक बहुत ही बड़ा बार हो, जैसे कि मतलब मैं
Yes,
सेकंड.
there's a possibility. But if you see, this pointer is still going to move on. No? He is not stopping it.
राइट
He
राइट.
is not saying that, hey, I got the answer. He's saying, I have got one of the answer. Maybe we can get another maximum while we keep moving on.
राइट.
Okay. For example, here, even if he got the answer, he is just storing it. Yeah, he's just adding up here basically. Okay. I will explain you. The way he's solving this question is actually different. Okay. It's not the way you were thinking out. We will take it at the end. Okay.
ओके.
Okay, or in the upcoming session. So this Wednesday we are going to do one session which will be more or less focusing on the questions only. So make sure you point this out on that session or at the end of the session if you get the time. Okay, because I want everyone to try this and then they all have some kind of context about the question.
ओके.
Okay, yeah. Anyone else? If no, we are going to start the link list, and then make sure by the upcoming Wednesday you try to solve some questions. So in the upcoming session, we are going to mostly focusing on doing the questions. If anyone do not have any question at all, we will move on. Okay. Now let's move on then. Anyone know what is linked list? Do anyone know what is linked list? I mean, whatever you know, just say it out. It does not need to be correct or wrong or right or wrong.
uh, a linear data structure holding two things: first the value and second the address of the next variable.
Okay, you're partially correct. It's not linear actually, but okay. Anyone else? Okay. So everyone know what is array. Okay, let's say array is this. One, two, three, four, five, six. This is a linear data structure. The reason is they are stored one after another. In the block memory, in the memory, you can say it RAM, hard disk, whatever you say for now, just like let's abstract it. They are stored one after another. If you remember in the first session we talked about, in the last session we talked about memory that the memory is divided into the bytes, 4 bytes, 4 bytes, 4 bytes, and that's how they are getting stored. That's how we call it array basically. Now let's talk about the linked list. This is array. Now linked list, in linked list what happens is, let's say this is a space. Okay, space or memory. This will have two parts. One will hold the value and this will hold the pointer. Value means this is holding that, hey, this current space is holding the value of 1. And this pointer says that, hey, where is the next value? In array, next value is always just after the last value, which is this. After 1, there is a 2, after 2, there is a 3, after 3, there is a 4, after 4, there is a 5. But in linked list, spaces are not in the continuous form. They are divided into the multiple chunks. Basically, let's say if this is a memory block, one of the value of the linked list can be here, another one can be here, and another one can be here. So they need to be mapped somehow, saying that, hey, what is the next value after this? Hey, I am pointing to the next value. Hey, what is the next value after this? Hey, I am pointing to this next value. Let me write down a linked list here. So let's create a linked list, which is 1, 2, 3. You will usually see the to write the linked list, we write it normally in this way. First thing is, they are not consecutive or contiguous in the memory. This one will exist in a particular space and this two will exist in some other space. It can be any corner or anywhere. So how you will find out what is the next value of 1? Currently you know 1. What you do in array? Okay, what you do in array? You say a array I. How you will find out the next value of the array? Just tell me that.
I plus 1, sir.
I plus 1. But in linked list, you can't do that. What you will have to do is, you will have to find the address of that next node, because that next value or the node is not stored just after that. It is stored somewhere else. So this one as a node, consider this as a node. Okay, for now abstract it like what is node. Just say this is a node. This contains two values. One is this one, and other thing is the address of next value or the next node. What is the next node here?
2, sir.
2. So one is saying, hey, the next node is 2 and this is the address. So you can go there and find the value of that. Similarly, this node is also holding two values. One is the value itself and other one is the pointer to the next node. This one which I have already drawn. Similarly, third is a node again. It contains two things. One is the value itself and other thing is the address of the next node, which is this one. And they can be stored anywhere in the block memory. They are just how they are mapped is this pointer thing. We are saying that, hey, कि यार array में क्या होता है? आप 1 पे हो, 1 को पता है कि next value कहाँ पे है. मैं यहाँ पे दोबारा से start करते हैं. यहाँ पे अगर आप 1 पे हो और आपको जानना है यार मेरी नेक्स्ट वैल्यू कौन सी, आप क्या करोगे? i+1 करोगे. अगर आपको जानना है यार मेरी सेकंड नेक्स्ट वैल्यू क्या है, तो आप क्या करोगे? i+2. और अगर आपको जाननी है कि मेरी थर्ड नेक्स्ट वैल्यू क्या है, तो आप क्या करोगे?
i+3.
i+3. But in the linked list you can't do that. In the linked list you can only know the next value, because one is only holding the value of next pointer, next node or the next value. So अगर आपको जानना है कि यार 1 के बाद सेकंड वैल्यू क्या है, फर्स्ट 1 के बाद सेकंड नेक्स्ट वैल्यू क्या है, तो आपको पहले 2 पे जाना पड़ेगा और फिर 2 से जानना पड़ेगा कि यार नेक्स्ट वैल्यू 3 है एक्चुअली. This is the difference between the array and the linked list, and this is what we call the linked list actually. In the linked list, there is something called node. Node holds two values. We call it a node. Node hold two values. One is what? The data value. The other one is the address of the next value. Address of the next node actually. Or I would say pointer of next node. Is that clear to everyone?
Sir, again repeat last point.
Last
If
point, I said that
no
let's say
data,
this, yeah. Let's say this is a linked list, the one which we have just drawn. Wait. So this is a linked list. This is a node. This is a node. This is a node. This is a node. This node holds two value. This node holds two value. One is the data. Data you can say what is the value which current node is holding. क्या ये 1 है, यहाँ पे 2 store किया है, यहाँ पे 3 store किया है, यहाँ पे 4 store किया है, whatever. And it is also storing one more thing कि यार जो next node है उसका address क्या है, वो कहाँ पे है. That is also what gets stored in every node. Everyone knows कि यार मेरी next value कहाँ पे है. 1 को पता है कि 2 कहाँ पे स्टोर है, 2 को पता है 3 कहाँ पे स्टोर है, 3 को पता है 4 कहाँ पे स्टोर है, और 4 के एंड में null आता है. We will talk about that more. What is null and all that thing. But is it clear to everyone till now? Okay. What about others except Sandeep?
clear, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you guys, yes, you guys have must got it. Like why we call it a linked list? Because it's linked by the pointers. We are linking one node to another node by the linkage. This is the linkage. That's why we call it linked list. Okay. Okay. Whosoever is using C++, are they aware of pointers? So whosoever is using C++, are they aware of pointers? Yes, no. Sonali, yes, but users, yeah, no issue. That is no issue. But I mean, my point is that you should know what is pointer or addresses. That's nothing else. Okay. So if everyone knows it, okay. Till now it seems like that. Let's move on then. Do anyone know how we can write this in the code? If I want to write this in the code, do anyone know how we can write it? Yes, no. Yes, but uses Python. Okay, what about others, guys? It will be great if you unmute yourself and talk, because that would help us more. No, sir. Okay. Bipin does not know that. Okay. Can anyone explain to Bipin like what is pointer?
I can try. Like pointer is
Sure.
a very specific type of variable which holds the memory. So let's say if you want to store a memory of a variable which is holding value 5, we will create a pointer in C or C++ like using a star or asterisk symbol. So asterisk ptr is equal to ampersand is assigned to denote the address of the variable. So ampersand variable name. So in that way, PTR will be holding the address of that variable.
Okay. Anyone else also want to try? No? Okay. So Bipin, pointer or address is the address of the block memory where the values are getting stored. That thing you know already. Okay. Now you can consider pointer is a kind of a variable which holds that address which is containing the value. That's it, nothing else. Pointer is a kind of data variable. Sorry, pointer is a kind of variable which holds the address value. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. Let's move on to the code now. Can you guys see the code? Let's first start with
Yes,
this.
sir.
Are you guys able to understand this code? Yes. What about? Yes. No. Hey guys, you need to be responsive. This will be you all are going to waste your whole on time. So in this one, as we talked about the node, this is the structure of the node. I hope everyone know what is struct. So struct is a kind of a variable which you are using in C++ to define any structure or the template kind of thing. Not exactly, but as I told you in the while we were discussing the linked list, that node contains two things. One is the data, and other one is the address of the next node. This star means pointer. If you are seeing anywhere star after a word, after a keyword in the left on C++ language, that means it's a pointer. So let's say if anyone is writing, if anyone is writing something like this is also a pointer. If anyone is like, let's say writing something like this, I mean, this is the basic things of the language. So hopefully I don't have to cover it. So everyone knows this, no? Okay. Okay. Seems this part is clear to everyone. If no, please say it out. This is just representing the structure of the node that, hey, this will contain the data value and contain the address of the next pointer as we have discussed here. Okay. Clear? Okay. Now here we have just defined a simple class, nothing else. Now let's talk more about the linked list now again. Let's say there is a linked list which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more thing, where if whenever we say null, consider that कि यार ये लिस्ट एंड हो चुकी है. अगर कोई भी वैल्यू नल को पॉइंट कर रही है लिंक लिस्ट में, तो उसका मतलब लिंक लिस्ट वहां पे एंड हो चुकी है, उसके बाद कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. नल का मतलब यहाँ पे ये, नल का मतलब है यार ये लिंक लिस्ट यहीं पे खत्म हो चुकी है, इससे ज्यादा आगे कोई वैल्यूज नहीं है. दैट्स इट. ओके, दैट्स द ओनली मीनिंग ऑफ दिस नल फॉर यू नाउ. नाउ you are always given the address of the head pointer, which is this one. आपको बताया गया है कि यार 1 का एड्रेस ये है. You are given the address of 1. Someone is saying add 8 at the end of the linked list. How you will add it? हमें एक लिंक, हमारे पास एक लिंक लिस्ट ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल थी जो कि 1 2 3 4 5 6 है, 5 तक 5 इंटू नल है। हमारे पास एड्रेस है 1 का, हमको पता है 1 कहाँ पे, हम 1 को एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। अब हमको 8 जो है वो लिंक, जो लिस्ट हमको गिवन है उसके एंड में ऐड करना है। तो हम वो कैसे ऐड करेंगे? जैसे एरे में आप क्या करते, सिंपली एक नया एरे बनाते, या फिर अगर वेक्टर होता तो सीधा सीधा पुश कर देते, एरे होता तो नया एरे बनाते, सारी वैल्यूज पुश करते और लास्ट में जाके दोबारा से वैल्यू को ऐड कर देते, ऐसे करते। यहाँ पे हम कैसे ऐड करेंगे 8 को लास्ट में? Also unmute yourself, it's better to unmute and say than using the chat, because it go ahead.
Yeah, like we can directly create a new node and like point the uh, last variable address to that node.
How we will do it? Because we don't have the address of the last variable, no? Last node, no?
We
We
will,
only,
yeah,
go ahead.
like we will traverse to the last node.
ओके, सो यू आर सेइंग कि यार 1 को 2 का एड्रेस पता है तो हम 2 पे जाएंगे, 1 को 2 का एड्रेस पता है हम 2 पे गए, 2 को 3 का एड्रेस पता है हम 3 पे गए, 3 को 4 का एड्रेस पता है हम 4 पे गए, 4 को 5 का एड्रेस पता है हम 5 पे गए। यहाँ पे जाके हमने 8 को ऐड कर दिया।
Correct.
ओके, is this clear to others also?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, what about others? Sonalis, Aryan, Sandeep? No, sir. Okay, Sonali, which part is not clear? Also unmute yourself. This way, I mean, it's going to take
सर
less.
एक्चुअली बेसिक पता है पॉइंटर्स का, बट ज्यादा फेमिलियर नहीं है, मतलब नहीं हूँ पॉइंटर्स से।
अब but we have not discussed anything about the pointer yet. मेरा पॉइंटर क्या होता है? पॉइंटर एक ऐसा वेरिएबल होता है जो कि एक एड्रेस को होल्ड करता है, जिसमें हम एड्रेस को स्टोर करते हैं। आपको पता है इंटीजर क्या स्टोर करता है? एक इंटीजर वैल्यू। फ्लोट क्या स्टोर
हाँ
करता है? फ्लोटिंग वैल्यू। उसी तरह पॉइंटर एक एड्रेस को स्टोर करता है। एड्रेस क्या होता है? मेमोरी एड्रेस, जहाँ पे आपकी
हाँ
वैल्यू है। ठीक है।
यस
अब पॉइंटर्स बहुत सारे टाइप के हो सकते हैं, इंटीजर पॉइंटर, फ्लोटिंग पॉइंटर, स्ट्रिंग पॉइंटर। अगर वो इंटीजर पॉइंटर, इसका मतलब क्या है कि यार वो पॉइंटर जिस एड्रेस को स्टोर करके बैठा है उस एड्रेस पे एक इंटीजर वैल्यू है। अगर एक
ओके
फ्लोट, तो वो फ्लोट पॉइंटर एक मेमोरी का एड्रेस लेके बैठा है, उसके पास उस पे जो वैल्यू है ना वो फ्लोटिंग की है, इसलिए वो फ्लोट पॉइंटर है। अब इसका क्या मतलब है यहाँ पे नोड स्टार? इसका मतलब क्या होगा आपके हिसाब से? जैसे इंटीजर, और मैंने आपको इंटीजर, आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन यू अबाउट द इंटीजर पॉइंटर एंड फ्लोट पॉइंटर। व्हाट विल बी दिस नोड पॉइंटर? जस्ट एक्सप्लेन मी दैट नाउ। एनीवन एल्स? एनीवन?
सर, इसमें मतलब जो हमारा स्ट्रक्ट है उसका उसका डेटा स्टोर करेगा,
ओके, सो आप बोल रहे हो
एड्रेस।
मतलब वी शुड से दैट दिस इज होल्डिंग द एड्रेस ऑफ द next node. This is holding the address of node, and node is what? Data and then again a pointer. जैसे कि हमने बात की int स्टार a क्या स्टोर कर रहा है? एक ऐसा एड्रेस स्टोर कर रहा है जहाँ पे इंटीजर है। ऐसे ही नोड स्टार का क्या मतलब है? नोड स्टार का मतलब है ये एक ऐसा एड्रेस स्टोर करके बैठा है जहाँ पे एक नोड अवेलेबल है। जैसे इंट होता है, फ्लोट होता है, वैसे ही नोड भी एक, हमने एक नया कस्टम डाटा स्ट्रक्चर बनाया, अपना खुद का डाटा स्ट्रक्चर बनाया। जैसे आपको डाटा टाइप बनाया, सॉरी नॉट डाटा स्ट्रक्चर, एक डाटा टाइप बनाया। जैसे इंटीजर होता है, फ्लोट होता है, स्ट्रिंग होता है, एंड मेनी मोर, डबल एंड ऑल दैट थिंग। We have created a new data type, custom data type, which is called node here. Is this clear to everyone now?
यस सर।
Yeah. What about others? And one more thing, always unmute yourself and say, I'm not going to check
Clear, sir.
the chat again from now on, because this is like too frustrating. Okay. If anyone have any question, feel free to interrupt. If you are not getting it, feel free to interrupt. But I'm not going to check the chat again. I'm going to just ask. Either you say yes, no, and we will move on. Simple thing. Also, Siddharth, I am not able to see how. I mean, either you have not joined the voice. your microphone, so I'm not able to allow you to speak. Can you check it right now? Okay, just check. I can't see you have joined from your mic, so I'm not able to enable you for the mic. Okay. Let's move on. Yeah, so we were talking about how we are going to add 8 to the end of the linked list. Is it clear to everyone how we are going to do that, as we have already discussed?
Yes.
Okay. If anyone is not saying no, I will consider it yes. Straightforward, that's it. Okay. I will say
Yes,
it's
sir.
yes from all of your side. Okay. What about if I say store this 8 in between 2 and 3? Store this 8 in between 2 and 3. How we are going to do this?
We will traverse till 2, then we'll create a temporary node variable which will hold the address of 3. Then in
Okay,
the
then.
address of 2, we can put address of 8. And then in the address of 8, we can assign that temp which holds the address of 3.
Okay. What about others? Are you guys able to understand what he said?
सर इसमें मतलब हम 2 तक ट्रेवर्स करेंगे, देन फिर जो हमारा नया वेरिएबल रहेगा हम सारी वैल्यूज को 1 1 शिफ्ट करेंगे और फिर 8 को उस पोजीशन पर
आप ओके, सो आप बोल रहे हो कि हम 2 तक जाएंगे और फिर हम सारी वैल्यू को 1 1 शिफ्ट करेंगे। इसका क्या मतलब है कि हम सारी वैल्यू को 1 1 शिफ्ट करेंगे?
मतलब एक नया वेरिएबल लेंगे,
ओके
पॉइंटर
ओके, नया नोड
वेरिएबल,
लेंगे। ओके
यस नोड लेंगे, देन हम सारी वैल्यूज को एक एक प्लेस शिफ्ट करेंगे बैक साइड, और क्योंकि हमें बीच में करना है ना सर।
ओके, सो फर्स्ट थिंग इज, जो आप शिफ्टिंग बोल रहे हो ना, इस शिफ्टिंग की जरूरत होती है एरे में, बिकॉज एरे में क्या होता है, वैल्यू एक के बाद एक स्टोर होती है। एक सिंपल सी बात करता हूँ, एक आप क्यू लगा के बैठे हो, यू ऑल आर इन क्यू, आप सब एक लाइन में हो। अब अगर आपके बीच में कोई आएगा लाइन में, तो सिंपल सी बात है, जो उसके पीछे के लोग हैं वो शिफ्ट होते जाएंगे एक एक करके। am I correct?
यस सर।
बट अगर आप सब लोग ग्राउंड पे ऐसे ही रैंडमली हर जगह खड़े हो, लेकिन आपने क्यू कैसे बनाया हुआ है, आप किसी एक बंदे को पॉइंट कर रही हो, वो बंदा किसी और बंदे को पॉइंट कर रहा है, और आप वो वाला बंदा किसी और बंदे को पॉइंट कर रहा है। अब अगर कोई एक बंदा लाइन के बीच में आ गया, तो क्या चेंज होने वाला है उस क्यू में? खाली वो चेंज, दो दो लोगों के लिए पॉइंटर चेंज होगा ना। पहले 2 क्या कर रहा था, 2 3 को पॉइंट कर रहा था, लेकिन अब 2 8 को पॉइंट करेगा और 8 3 को पॉइंट करेगा। बाकी सब कुछ सही सेम रहने वाला है, किसी और के लिए कुछ भी चेंज नहीं आने वाला। जो आप शिफ्टिंग बोल रहे हो, हाँ वो सही है, अगर आप विजुअलाइजेशन में सोचो कि यार 8 इसके बीच में आ जाएगा, दैट इज करेक्ट, बट नॉट एक्चुअल टर्म्स। आर यू गेटिंग
ओके
व्हाट?
सर। यस सर।
जो आपने बोला वो करेक्ट है कि यार हम एक नया नोड बनाएंगे, उसमें 8 को स्टोर कर लेंगे। उसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे, हम 2 अभी क्या कर रहा है, 3 को पॉइंट कर रहा है, ठीक है, लेकिन 2 3 को पॉइंट करने की जगह 8 को पॉइंट करेगा, और 8 3 को पॉइंट करेगा। Is it clear to everyone?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now I have one question here. Someone said here that hey, we will store the address of 3. Why to store the address of 3? What is the need of that?
Because 2 के अंदर अभी 3 का एड्रेस है, और अगर हम डायरेक्टली 8 को असाइन कर देंगे तो 3 खो जाएगा, मतलब
Yes, sir. So I can.
Correct. Does this make sense for everyone? Or
यस सर।
okay, or if anyone want any more explanation, just say it loud right now. No? Okay. Just give me a second. Do you know how to traverse a linked list? Can anyone tell me how you will traverse a linked list? Let's focus on code now more. हम सभी ने बोला कि यार हम 1 से 2 पे जाएंगे, that we will reach the 2, then we will do this, we will do this, we will do this. But do we actually know how to do that? Do you know how to write the code for that?
Node equals to node pointer of next. अभी जो सिमिलर डिस्प्ले का फंक्शन लिखा हुआ था.
Okay. And how you will know when to stop?
Null.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's write a code. So I have defined a variable called head. Okay. Consider that this is holding address of first node of this linked list, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 7, whatever. Okay. Now let's see how to actually do this. To traverse the array, what we will need? We will need a loop. Let's use a while loop. When you are writing a loop, what is the condition which you gave here? You need to give the condition to tell how long you want to run the while loop. Otherwise, while loop will keep running and on and on and on and on. So I'm going to say, hey, कि यार while loop तब तक चलेगा जब तक head की वैल्यू null नहीं है, क्योंकि जैसे ही null आ गया इसका मतलब हमारी लिंक लिस्ट खत्म होगी. ठीक है? ओके. Does this make sense to everyone? Okay, it seems yes, since no one said no. Do you guys are able to understand how this line is working? These 3 lines are working. So you can also say the code. This is the structure of the node which we are using. This one. And for Java folks, you can see this if you don't understand the C++. This is for Java ones. Yeah. Do you guys are able to understand what is this? I will also share the link. So if you want to play it by your way, you should be able to do it. Got it. It will increase the size. What about others? Yeah, someone was going to say something.
Yeah, I was saying that yes, we are able to get it.
Okay. What about everyone? Because make sure you are able to read the code. Okay. Now I have another question. You see that the given list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then null. If I want to print only the even number of nodes, when I say even, let's talk about that. So this is the first node. This is the second node. this is the third node, this is the fourth node, this is the fifth node. Which one is odd and which one is even? When I say odd and even, I meant by the index. I mean by this value, not by the actual value. Which value, which are index, which are odd and which are even? Just say it loud. Is one odd or even?
Odd. If we are following one base.
Odd. Why?
Because
Correct. Yes, correct. You're correct. So one is odd if we are following one based indexing. Let's say zero based. Okay, for just to make sure everyone is on the same page. Similarly to the yep, just give me a second. Yeah. So yes, let's say this is the zeroth value, this is the first value, this is the two value, this is the third value, this is the fourth value. Which are odd or which are even? Just say it faster. Even and odd. So yeah, say it now. Which is even and which is odd based on the indexes?
2 and 4 odd.
2 and 4 are odd.
Values.
Values. Okay. You mean the index. Let's talk about, just repeat, tell me the indexes. 1, 3.
Yeah.
And what about others?
0 and
Yeah. Is 0 odd or even? Simple thing.
0
This is the
odd.
index. 0 is odd or even? 0 is even. Okay. So 0 will go here. This is representing index. Now 1. 1 is odd or even? Odd. So this one.
Odd.
Yes. 3 is odd or even? Sorry, 2 is odd or even?
Even.
Even. So this one. So simple thing is, okay, clear to everyone? My exact question was, here we are printing all the values. This cout is printing all the values. This cout will print what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to only print those values which are even. How you will do that?
If head का डेटा इवन है तो मतलब मॉड्यूलो बाय 2 इक्वल्स टू 0 है तो प्रिंट कर देंगे, वरना नहीं.
Okay, that is based on the value of the node. What
Okay.
about the
Even index values print करनी है, right?
yes, correct. The thing which you mentioned is correct. If you want to log out all those values which are odd or even, I mean कि यार पहली नोड की वैल्यू 1 है, क्या 1 odd और even है, उसी बेस पे करो. मैं कह रहा हूँ इंडेक्स के बेस पे करना है, मतलब फर्स्ट नोड, सेकंड नोड, थर्ड नोड, उस तरह से.
ओके, तो हम एक जंप करने के बजाय 2 जंप कर लेंगे डायरेक्ट. कि मैं अभी जैसे 1 पे खड़ा हूँ तो मैं डायरेक्ट से नेक्स्ट टू नेक्स्ट मतलब 3 पे जाऊंगा, अगली इवन वैल्यू पे डायरेक्ट. इंस्टेड
And
ऑफ
how you will do that? By in code.
हेड इक्वल टू हेड का नेक्स्ट, अब अगेन हेड इक्वल टू हेड का नेक्स्ट, या सेम ही लाइन में हेड का नेक्स्ट.
Okay. Does this make sense to everyone? What he said? If I
सर
didn't, if I go ahead.
सर अगर हम नेक्स्ट करेंगे तो हम एक वैल्यू मतलब आगे चले जाएंगे, मतलब 1 2
जैसे
0
सपोज
से
करो
डायरेक्ट
आप
3 पे.
आप यहाँ पे थे, ठीक है.
यस
आपने बोला मेरे को नेक्स्ट करना है, तो नेक्स्ट करोगे तो कहाँ पे जाओगे? 2 पे.
2 पे
आप बोलते
एंड
हो यार एक और नेक्स्ट करना है, तो आप कहाँ पे चले जाओगे?
3 पे.
3. क्या?
Got it.
अब इसको लिखने के 2 तरीके हो सकते हैं, ठीक है. या तो आप एक बार ऐसे लिखो और एक बार इसको दोबारा से लिख दो कि हेड इक्वल टू हेड डॉट नेक्स्ट, या तो आप इस लाइन को 2 बार लिख दो या फिर एक ही लाइन में नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट 2 बार लिख दो. ओके, आई विल टेल यू हाउ इट वर्क. एक या तो आप ऐसे लिख सकते हो कि आपने इसको कॉपी किया, ठीक है, और आपने ऐसे कर दिया. अगर आपको ऐसे नहीं लिखना है, ठीक है, तो आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो. आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस वन?
ओके सर.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, I will just re-explain this line because this is going to be heavily used in the entire linked list. So the way this line is working is this head into next will give you a node. And what is the node? It's the value itself, which is this 2. And then what is the next of 2? It is 3. That's how it is working. So if you go back to the code, these two implementation are same. 41, whatever is written on 41 and 42 is similar to 44. The work which for all. That's the thing. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes sir, clear.
Okay. What if I guys ask you to, okay, reversal will be too hard, but let's do it. Okay, instead of reversal, let's do something else. 1, 2, 3, okay, 4. Now you guys already know how to traverse the entire array. You guys know everything. Find the third value of the linked list. Okay, what will be the third value of the list? First simple question, basic question.
3.
3,
3.
correct. So how you will find it out?
We'll keep a count variable, and as soon as it will equals to, like if we set it to 0 initially, then if it equals to 2, then we'll print it. If we set it initially 1, then it is equals to 3, then we will print.
Okay. What about others? Are you guys able to understand what he said? Is it correct? I forgot the name. Whosoever mentioned like what we are going to use the count. Is it correct?
Yes
So
sir.
K is 3 here. Okay. Are you sure this is correct? Whatever code I have.
A plus plus or count plus plus as well. Like we are not incrementing
Where should I add that line?
at last, like after incrementing head.
Okay. Is it correct now?
Yes.
Let's check it out if it is correct or not. So we were at this place. We were at here. Initially the count is already 1. By the end of first iteration, what will be the value of CT? CT will be 2 and head will be at 2. In second iteration, what will happen? CT will become 3 and head will become what? 3. Will the loop run now? I mean, will the loop continue to run? Since CT value is 3 now and the K is also 3, or because we are looking for the third value. Based on this code. Wait, let me paste the code. Wait, sorry. Just 1 second. Yes. Will the iteration continue to happen? Will this while loop will still run when the count value will become 3 and head will be at 3?
No.
No. So at the end,
No,
we will get the
sir.
answer as a head. Yes. So we can say here return head. I mean, something like that. Is it clear to everyone? I'm just covering very basics of the linked list, so you guys know how to traverse the linked list, how to run. If someone asks you find the first value, last value, whatever, it should be very clear. These are very basics which we are covering. If this is clear to everyone, let's move on to the next version. If I do not hear any question or any no in next 10 seconds, we will move on. Okay. Previously, I asked you to find out the third value. I am asking find the third value from the last. Are you getting what I'm asking actually? Let's first ask that. I'm saying find the third value from the last.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And what will be that?
Again 3, because null is not a value.
Okay, let's say 2. Otherwise, it will be very confusing. You need to find out the second value of list from last. What will be the answer now?
4.
4.
4. How you will find this by code? I mean, how you tell me the steps to find this out now. That is the question.
First, we can calculate the size, like we can traverse the whole list and we can get the size, like कि हमारी list इतनी बड़ी है. Then we can just do length minus whatever value we are asking. Like second, so n minus 2 तक traverse कर देंगे वो value फिर.
Are you guys getting what he's saying?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me how we came up with the formula of last? Like why we are doing this n minus 2? I mean, whatever he said. And why we are calculating the size actually. Explain me each and every step. Like why we are taking those steps. For example, why we are calculating the length of the list. Tell me that. Anyone? Okay, let's say you calculated the length. Why we are doing this formula of n minus 2? Yeah, someone was saying something, I think. Just continue, please.
Sir, take a variable count is equal to 1, and when we are traverse 1 to 5, then count plus plus and return count data size out.
I'm not asking the code. I'm asking why we are taking those steps. What is the significance of each step? Like why you are finding the length, and then why you are using that thing which he said n minus something, whatever formula you mentioned.
Sir, because I have not address of last variable, so we cannot traverse reverse.
Okay, that's correct. Yes. Since we do not have the address of the last variable, we cannot traverse from the last, otherwise we could have directly got it. We need to know the length, then only we can find out that hey, what will be the nth value from the last. Now, okay, let's go back to your 9th, 10th class or 11th, 12th, since you all from PCM you should be. You must remember there was a question in 9th, 10th that hey, you are given a list and you need to find out nth value from the last. You all have done it for sure, and there was a formula which was used there actually. Do any one of you remember anything like that? N minus p plus 1. Anyone remember something from this formula? You guys have already read this formula in your 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, whatever. Okay, what about others? Okay. So this formula is to find out कि यार अगर कोई वैल्यू सेकंड है लास्ट से तो उसका इंडेक्स फर्स्ट से क्या होगा. अगर 4 लास्ट से सेकंड नंबर पे आता है तो वो फर्स्ट नंबर से कौन से इंडेक्स पे आएगा? 4 पे. This formula was used to find that out. And this is the same formula which we are going to use here. So n is, let's say what? N is 5. We need to find out what? Second value. What is 5 minus 2? 3.
3.
Traverse 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Got the answer. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any other way to solve this question?
I think there would be one more easy way. Like हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि we already make this difference कि मैं पहले ही 2 का डिफरेंस बना लेता हूँ 2 पॉइंटर्स में, कि एक पॉइंटर 1 पे होगा और हमें सेकंड लास्ट फाइंड करना है तो एक पॉइंटर 3 पे होगा, और फिर दोनों को एक एक पॉइंट आगे बढ़ाएंगे. जैसे ही 3 नल हिट करेगा तो मेरा जो पहला पॉइंटर है वो ऑलरेडी सेकंड लास्ट पे होगा.
Okay, you are correct. Can you explain it? I mean, whatever you said, it's a fact, but can you explain it? Like how this came up? Okay, let me write a formula. Yeah, no issue. I get it. So simple thing. You are having a length of n. Okay. You know that there is a value which is k from the last. It can be 2 here. Let's say you are 0 here. Okay. Actually, I don't want to go into that. Let's not go there for now. It would be too much. There is an explanation there how that thing came up about, hey, the one which you mentioned, that hey, we can use 2-pointer approach. So it's a 2-pointer approach here actually. One is a fast pointer, not a fast pointer even. But this is a 2-pointer approach here. So that what he was trying to say is कि यार k की वैल्यू अगर लेट्स से 2 है तो हम 2 पॉइंटर बनाएंगे. एक पॉइंटर को यहाँ पे रखेंगे और एक पॉइंटर को हम 2 टाइम्स मूव करा के 3 पे रखेंगे. और अब हम दोनों को एक साथ रन करेंगे. तो जब हम दोनों को एक साथ रन करेंगे जो सबसे आगे वाला होगा वो एक टाइम पे जाके नल को हिट करेगा, और जब वो नल को हिट करेगा ना तो जो जहां पे भी ये पॉइंटर होगा वो आंसर हो जाएगा. दिस इज द थिंग behind this 2-pointer approach solution for this. Have you guys got like what I was trying to say? What would be the
Again,
steps?
repeat, please.
Okay. Okay. Wait, just let me erase, otherwise it's too much. I should say. Yeah. I was saying कि यार हम 2 पॉइंटर बनाते हैं, 2 पॉइंटर्स बनाते हैं, दोनों पॉइंटर को हम 1 पे पॉइंट करेंगे. पहला स्टेप ये होगा. नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या करेंगे, हम उसमें से एक पॉइंटर को k टाइम्स मूव करेंगे. अगर हम उसको k टाइम्स मूव करेंगे, k की वैल्यू क्या है यहाँ पे 2. 2 टाइम मूव करेंगे तो वो कहाँ पे आ जाएगा, 3 पे। तो एक पॉइंटर हमारा यहाँ पे हो गया और सेकंड पॉइंटर हमारा यहाँ पे हो गया। नाउ वी विल मूव दिस बोथ पॉइंटर फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड वन बाय वन until the second pointer hits the null. That means ये यहाँ पे गया तो ये यहाँ पे गया, ठीक है, ये यहाँ पे गया तो ये यहाँ पे गया। Let me use the another thing वहाँ, या और जब ये वाला पॉइंटर यहाँ पे गया तो ये वाला पॉइंटर जो फर्स्ट वाला था वो यहाँ पे आ गया। We will stop once the second pointer hits the null, which is the condition. So second pointer अब null पे आ गया, तो जहां पे भी first pointer point कर रहा है जो कि इस condition में 4 है, that would be the answer. This is what he was trying to say. This is one another way of solving this problem. This is a kind of a 2-pointer approach which you are using here actually. I was going to give that question in the list, but since we didn't cover the linked list, that's why I kept it. Is this clear to everyone?
Is clear?
What about others?
Yes, sir.
Okay. चलो अब बात करते हैं इसके पीछे बिहाइंड लॉजिक की। मैं ये बोल रहा था कि यहाँ पे आता है कि एक, रुको इसको जरा मूव करते हैं, लेट्स मूव इट आउट। हमारे पास खाली एक चीज गिवन है 2k विच इज 2। सपोज करते हैं एक लेंथ है दिस वन। जब हम एक पॉइंटर को 2 टाइम्स मूव करके यहाँ पे लेके आ रहे थे ना, तो इसका सिग्निफिकेंस पॉइंटर का ये जितनी बार ये रन हो रहा है ना, उससे हमें इस एंटायर उसकी लेंथ पता चल रही है। इसका सिग्निफिकेंस क्या होगा? इसका सिग्निफिकेंस ये है कि यार जो नोड सेकेंड टी लास्ट से वो फर्स्ट से क्या होगी, बिकॉज दिस इज द डिफरेंस विच इज देयर। हमने क्या किया, एक पॉइंटर को पहले ही के मूव कर लिया, तो अब जितनी बार भी ये सेकेंड वाला पॉइंटर रन होने वाला है वो एक्चुअल में हमारी लेंथ बता रहा है, उससे हमें लेंथ ही पता चल रही है। बस हम 2 ट्रैवर्सन में ना करके उसको एक ट्रैवर्सन में ही कर। Have you got it? I mean, I just kept it, so I don't want to go too deep here because it's not very important part of this for now. Just have given the basic thing that how it actually came up, like what is actually working behind the scenes. Otherwise, for now, guys can even ignore this one. So tell me if everything is clear till now, whatever we have discussed today. Yeah. Everything is clear. Say yes, no.
Yes.
Okay. What about Bipin, Aryan, and Sonali?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aryan and Bipin.
Clear, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I have one more question. What if I ask you to reverse a linked list? We will take 5 minutes break. I am giving you the time to find it out. The question is how to reverse a linked list. How to reverse a linked list. I'll give you 5 minutes. Let me know. We will start at again 10:34. Start again at 10:34.
सो विपिन, आर्यन, सोनाली, क्या लगता है कि कैसे कैसे रिवर्स कर सकते हैं इसको? कुछ आ रहा है दिमाग में? हेलो।
हेलो।
हाँ, कुछ कुछ लग रहा है कि कैसे रिवर्स कर सकते हैं? ऐसा कुछ कर लें कि स्टोर कर लेते हैं कहीं पर, एरे वेरे टाइप में।
एरर्स में तो इजी होता था, बट अब इसमें तो कुछ माइंड में आ नहीं रहा है।
रिवर्स करना है। हम्म, इसमें दिक्कत ये है कि अगर एक बार लास्ट एलिमेंट तक पहुंच गए तो वापस कैसे आएंगे? अगर एक पॉइंटर लास्ट में चला गया तो कोई तरीका ही नहीं है वापस आने का। या तो कहीं पर स्टोर कर लें पहले।
Huh, okay. Anyone? Anyone have any idea how to do it?
सर ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि हम जो हमारा लास्ट पॉइंटर है, लास्ट पॉइंटर, उसमें फर्स्ट पॉइंटर का एड्रेस असाइन करा दे।
बट उससे वो रिवर्स कहाँ होगी? रिवर्स का मतलब सपोज करो 1 2 3 4 5 6 है, तो वो होनी चाहिए 6 5 4 3 2 1। आप बोल रहे हो कि मैं 6 को 1 को पॉइंट करा दूँ, तो वो तो गलत हो जाएगा ना, एंड दैट वुड बी रॉन्ग ना। What about others?
एंड सर डबली लिंक लिस्ट आफ्टर दैट।
We will cover double linked list. There is nothing big in double linked list. It is just that you will add one more pointer कि लिंक लिस्ट में क्या होता है, आपको खाली नेक्स्ट का एड्रेस पता होता है, डब्ल्यू लिंक लिस्ट में आपको पीछे वाले का भी एड्रेस पता
प्रीवियस का, यस।
होता है। There is nothing big there. I mean, basic concept is this only. How we will reverse this? Forget about double linked list. I mean, let's not talk about that.
Like one thing we can do, but that will defeat the purpose of linked list itself. Like we can create a vector of nodes, or
You
we
will
can
convert it into array and then convert, reverse it, and get a linked list again. Got it. Think more. मैंने एक एग्जांपल दिया था कि यार कि ग्राउंड में जब एक क्यू बनाते हो तो एक सीधी लाइन बनाते हो, तो हर एक को पता होता है कि नेक्स्ट क्या है। लेकिन अगर आप ग्राउंड में सबको रैंडमली खड़ा कर दो, तो एक बंदा दूसरे बंदे को पॉइंट करेगा, दूसरा बंदा तीसरे बंदे को पॉइंट करेगा, तीसरा बंदा चौथे बंदे को पॉइंट करेगा, इस तरह से निकलेस बन जाएगी। अगर आपको रिवर्स करना है तो क्या करना है, वो पॉइंटर ही तो मूव करना है। 1 2 को पॉइंट कर रहा है, आपको क्या करना है, 2 को 1 को पॉइंट करना है और 1 को पीछे की तरफ पॉइंट करना है। आपको जितने भी पॉइंटर्स हैं वो उल्टे साइड में पॉइंट करना है। 1 को 2 का एड्रेस पता था, 2 को 3 का एड्रेस पता था। मैं बोल रहा हूँ क्या करो, 3 को 2 का एड्रेस बताओ, 2 को 1 का एड्रेस बताओ, और जो हेड है वो 3 पे सेट कर दो, बात खत्म। डज इट मेक एनी सेंस?
Right. So, but why issue है कि how will store the address of previous?
So you can create a temporary variable na, just to store the address of the previous variable. Okay. So let's say given list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First you will reverse 1, 2, then you will reverse the rest of the list. Take step by step. Let me explain it more. Sharing screen again. Allow to share window. This window. Hopefully my whiteboard is visible.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. 1 is pointing to 2, 2 is pointing to 3. Head is pointing to 1. I will create a temporary variable. Temp. Hey temp, store the value of head. Done. Next. Store another variable which is next node. Next node is what? Head next, which is 2 itself. Clear? Now, what I'm going to do is say that, hey, next. Sorry, one thing I forgot. Just to, yeah. Let's go other way. Next node is what? What is after 2, 3? We will store the address of 3 here within the first iteration. In the first iteration, our head was here. Head. हमको क्या करना है कि यार what we need to do is हमको ये करना है कि 2 को 1 को पॉइंट कराना है, लेकिन अगर हम ऐसा डायरेक्टली करते हैं तो we are going to lose the address of 3, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So we will
Sure.
store it
Yes.
here. We will store it here by how? Head, next, and next, which is what? 3. So 3 का हमने स्टोर कर लिया, कोई इशू नहीं है। अभी हमें क्या करना है, हम करेंगे क्या कि अब हम क्या करेंगे, हमने 3 का एड्रेस स्टोर कर लिया, अब हम सेफ है, बिल्कुल अच्छी तरह से सेफ है। अब हमको बाकी की लिस्ट का एक्सेस है। अब हमको क्या करना है, नेक्स्ट स्टेप शुड बी व्हाट?
Now we can directly just simply point the pointers, like we can point 1 to temp and 2 to 1.
Yeah, so maybe I can write it this way कि यार कि temp next is 1. मैंने क्या किया, हेड तो मैंने यहाँ पे कर दिया, मैंने नया वेरिएबल बनाया जो कि टेम्प था, जो इसको पॉइंट कर रहा था, टेम्प। अब हमने क्या किया, टेम्प का नेक्स्ट क्या था 3, तो हमने 3 को ऑलरेडी स्टोर कर लिया नेक्स्ट नोड के अंदर, ताकि वो so that we don't lose it. Now what we did is कि यार let's change next of 2 should not be 3, it should be 1, and we did it this way. So this part is already reversed, yes or no?
But 1 is still pointing to 2. 1 को null करना
Yeah,
पड़ेगा.
that you can do. Head, next, null. Why I said null? Can anyone explain? Why I said null? Why I am saying that head? Why I am saying that the next of this null 1 should be null? This is what I am saying.
सर उस लाइक नेक्स्ट कोई वैल्यू नहीं है ना आगे।
Correct. So because we are reversing it, So this is one of the way to say this. This is going to be the end of the linked list. Correct. Correct. Is it clear till now? Because I have a question for the next one.
Yes.
Yes. Let's now we will move to 3. Correct. Now we are at 3. What we are going to do now? Just tell me that.
Next node, like we will first store the address of 4.
We will first store the address of 4.
First we will take the temp to next node, then we'll take the next node to its next variable.
Wait. So you will say, hey, my head is at 3, temp is at 4. Then can you come again? So you said head is at 3, temp is at 4. Then what?
Then again same thing. Like
So okay. So the next node will be null because after 4 there is nothing.
right.
Okay. Now what is the next step? So you will say, hey, temp dot next is what? 2. Correct. Sorry. 4
Temp,
dot next.
yeah, right.
4 dot next. Now, but we are still left with this, na? So how we are going to do this reversal? Every reversal is done. Okay, everything is fine. But this one is left, the one which we did lastly, setting the head to null. What we are going to do here? Where to, so head dot next will be what here? What should be that? It should be 2.
Right.
But how we are going to store it? I mean, but how? You are not storing 2 anywhere at all. Don't you think we need one more variable to keep passing on, which is previous? We will need one more variable, which is called previous. Initially, it will be null. That's why I set this 1 to null. When we will move here, the value of previous will be 2 here. So I can simply say, hey, head next equivalent to 2. I know this is confusing initially. This will take some time, but yeah, just ask me whatever questions you are having, whatever confusions you are having. Or do you don't have any other questions at all? Everyone is able to understand everything?
Why we need this fourth variable? Like
Previous?
yeah,
You
like
mean this one?
right now we have 3 variables, right? Head, temp, and next node.
Yeah. You can cut either head or temp. That is going to still work actually. But this previous is required.
Okay. Yeah.
This previous is required because we need कि यार लास्ट नोड कौन सी है जहां पे हमारी करंट नोड को पॉइंट करना है वो तो पता चले.
Right.
अगर मैं बोल रहा हूँ 3 को पीछे पॉइंट करना है तो पता तो होना चाहिए कहाँ पे पॉइंट करना है. और जब हम स्टार्ट करेंगे वो हमेशा प्रीवियस हमेशा नल होगा बिकॉज 1 को प्रीवियस हमेशा नल ही होने वाला है बिकॉज वी आर रिवर्सिंग द लिस्ट.
Right.
What about others, guys?
Can we dry run it once more? Like let's do it from the scratch. Let's keep 3 variable: previous, head, and next.
Should I say next or next to next? I mean, like how should I say it?
I mean, next should point to 2, so next should be head of next.
So don't where we will store the address of 3.
Right. Yeah. Next to next. Correct.
Or do we even need to do it?
I mean, we have previous, right? And right now my head is pointing to 1, and my node, let's
What
say,
if I say we don't need to do it? So last time what we were doing is we were jumping this way. If you remember.
right.
Because we were trying to fix 2 pointer at one time. That could have, that is confusing for a lot of you guys. Let's do it one by one. I mean, as you know, you can do many things in many ways. So let's keep it very simple this time. Okay. ठीक है, हमारे पास 3 वेरिएबल है, प्रीवियस, हेड और टेम्प. टेम्प हम नेक्स्ट बोल सकते हो आप, जैसे भी बोलो, नेक्स्ट टेम्प व्हाटएवर. सो ओके, लेट मी rewrite the variable name. Next. ठीक है. अब हम आइट्रेशन शुरू करते हैं. फर्स्ट आइट्रेशन में प्रीवियस क्या होगा हमारा?
Null.
null,
Head
1.
1. What will be the next?
2.
Okay. What change we are going to make in this operation, in this first iteration, in the structure of this? We are going to do this.
Like
That's
head
the
का
only
address already है, तो डायरेक्ट हम हेड का नेक्स्ट प्रीवियस कर देते हैं और
head
प्रीवियस
का.
को फिर आगे बढ़ा देंगे.
Yes, we can do that also. That's why I was saying either you jump 2 pointer at a single point of time or you jump single. The one thing which you are saying कि यार 1 का नेक्स्ट को करंट कर देते हैं, उससे क्या होगा, फिर हमको 2 पे जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, हम सीधा 3 पे जाएंगे. Let's do step by step. Is it clear to everyone कि फर्स्ट आइट्रेशन में प्रीवियस नल था, हेड 1 था, नेक्स्ट 2 है. हमने क्या किया, 1 के नेक्स्ट को नल कर दिया. क्या ये क्लियर है सबको? I just did this thing. Head, next, equivalent to previous. Is it clear to you or not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And next, the next thing which we did was this. Head should be equivalent to next. So in second iteration, what will be the value of, oh, by the way, one more thing actually. Previous would be equivalent to head. I would make one more change. So this line will go, I mean, let me, okay, I'm not sure how can I do it. Wait, I need to move this line actually. Wait, oh, this one. So this line will come after below line. Yeah, this makes sense now. Okay. Yes. Okay. So this is the code which we are running in while loop actually. So if anyone is not able to understand while loop. In the second iteration, what will be the value of previous? Just tell me faster.
1.
Correct. What will be the value of head?
2.
What will be the value of next?
3,
And what changes will happen in second iteration? I mean, just run these 3 lines. That's it. You will get the idea. What we need to do. It will be this. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, great. In the third iteration, what will be the value of previous?
True.
2. What will be the value of head?
3.
3. What will be the value of next?
Null.
Correct. What change will happen in this? Run this line 3 lines again with these values.
3 will point to 2, and then temp will come to 3, and
And in fourth iteration, because head has become null, while will only run when head is not equivalent to null. Is this clear now? I mean, this should be, because now I have made it simple. I'm going step by step instead of jumping it.
yes.
But about others? So we are at the end. So please, now this is the time. Should I consider everyone have got it? I will wait for 10 more seconds.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Okay then. So one thing which I want to clearly admit, make sure like you guys are speaking up. I mean, today at least I saw some improvement, but be proactive, and that would be very helpful for every one of you. The more active you are, the better the session would be. Also, again, one more thing, if I'm giving you the question, make sure you are giving your attempts, because my explanation will not help you much if you are not doing the practice. Your practice is the most important thing to learn DSL Go, nothing else. If you are not doing it, it does not matter how well I'm doing it in explain, how well I am like giving you the explanation or whatever. It will not be meaningful at the end. It's not going to be easy initially. You have to write ton of code, by frankly speaking. Whatever I am explaining you is the concept, and then I'm showing you how it will look into the code, but you will have to write very heavy coding initially. So at least start with the easy question. Whatever list I am giving you, start with the lead code easy question only. Don't worry too much about it. But you need to do the questions. You need to hit the code pattern, you need to hit the keys, and you need to write the code. Just the session will not be able to help you in any way, any way. And at least I mean, you need to practice every day. It should be consistent. Don't drop anything. I mean, in between. If you really want to learn the DSL code, and coding is the only key. Just understanding the approach or the concept will not help you out until and unless you hit the code pattern and write the code. That is the only the place where you will get to know that your understanding is getting. So from today class, you would have already got it that hey, knowing the approach does not mean that you know how to write the code. Today you must have already got it, and in upcoming class you are going to see it in a hell lot of way. So by that time you need to be a good code writer kind of way. I mean, you need to have good practice of writing the for loop in extensive in like multiple ways. So at least do that daily. I can't do much help there in that front because that is very basic to do. So make sure you are doing the practice from your own side and you are giving the enough efforts. And whatever question list I am giving, at least give it a try. If you are not able to do, that's not a big deal, but at least you need to try. That's the only way to get started and to understand anything and to like grow in anything. Without that, nothing will happen. Just these sessions will not help you in any way if you are not doing the practice after the session. And make sure you are writing the code of whatever you are understanding. Without that, it's going to be an issue for you because this is just a starting for you. Any question from anyone?
Not a question, like just want to know, like, will we get the practice set for this session as well, like for linked list?
Yes, you will get it. You, after every session, you will get a list of the questions. Not just for this one. It's just keep going on.
Okay.
For every session, at the end of every session, you will get it. Anyone else? By the next session,
No, sir.
by the next session, make sure whatever questions I'm giving you, at least you're giving the efforts to solve them. So that you can ask me that, hey, Subhahu, I did this question, but I was not able to do it. Can you please help me out? I want to hear that thing. Do any one of you have any question, any feedback, anything, any improvement you think we should do, or any other kind of feedback, anything? Just say it loud, so we can work on improving it from the next session.
I think it was good. Like we even dry run the approaches and everything. So yeah, it was good. Like
Okay.
just maybe a little bit more participation from.
Yeah, that is definitely required. I'm not going to come to chat from the next session. I want to tell you very straightforward. Okay. You need to speak up. Either you start doing it from today or tomorrow. You will not be able to live in corporate without speaking. I can tell you right directly. Okay. If you have a question, you need to ask. If you want to say no, you need to say it directly, straightforward on the front of someone's face. So unmute yourself and say it. From next session, I'm not going to come to chat every time and wait that hey, someone would say anything. I'm going to ask that hey, do anyone have any question or do anyone want to say no because they were not able to? I mean, like, are you not able to understand? If anyone does not say anything, I will move on straightforward. Because this way it's like very frustrating to come to chat again and then like going scrolling up until unless you are facing any problem in maybe unmuting or there is some network issue. That I want to be very straightforward from now. Anything anyone wanna say or add? Okay, we have 1 more minute, so you guys can think if you have any question. Otherwise, we will wrap it up for today. Okay, Sonali, thanks for telling me. Yes. Okay, Sandeep. Yeah. Make sure you have at least 3-4 days. I mean, I think Wednesday we will have the session. So Monday, Tuesday, I mean, straightforward, you have 2 days. So I'm assuming at least you should try. Even if I consider 2 questions per day, although that is nothing, you are in your colleges, you should at least do 5 questions per day, but still giving it a thought. So at least 5-6 questions you should have tried by that day. That is at least. Okay then. Okay, Ashu, I think we can wrap it up for today. I don't have anything else for today. Okay, bye guys. Feel free to drop.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. Bye.